Good day, beautiful people, wherever you are in the world. We are out here in nature, and I am Asha.
Good day, everyone. I am Balwe Johannes.
Welcome to the Divine Truth, where we bring out the truth in any concept. So today I'm here with my friend, and we're gonna be debunking the concept and the false beliefs of what success is and what success means. As you know that I have covered the I've covered the concept, the few concept on success on my experience. So I brought him along in order for him to be with me as we share our experience and our challenges in success and in understanding the concept of success. Because I remember back in my journey, I used to think that success is all about money. As I mentioned on my other video, I used to think that success is having a lot of money, is having a lot of women, is having big houses, apartments everywhere, and it's been famous, been known by everybody. So what did you think success was?
Along my journey in life, I've viewed success more about having money, driving beautiful cars, and having all the luxurious material of this world. And as I've moved along wanting to explore more about success, I've came to a point where I have no need from what it really is.
Yeah, so basically on my journey, because I remember it's not the first time that I did YouTube videos, and before I used to have this mentality that if I made my videos so perfect, if I edited them so perfect, then I would be successful. I would get views, I would get likes. That's why I made another video on how I almost sold my soul to the devil. So basically, as I came to realize in my journey, I came to realize that all we know about success has been all concept and has been a lie ever since. That's why our parents, our brothers, our sisters, our friends are trapped in the matrix, because we have this wrong concept and this wrong idea of what success is. So along my journey, I came to realize that there are limitations in our lives, and every time when we overcome a limitation, then we are successful. So success is a never-ending journey of overcoming limitations in our journey. So how can you put success in your own words?
For myself, throughout my whole journey, there are so many things that I've done, thinking that whenever I accumulate those things, or whenever I do those things, then it is success for me. But I was wrong.
Yeah, truly speaking, while you are there, I remember also I thought that by accumulating a lot of things also, then I would be successful. And truly speaking, it never worked. It
Yeah,
never really
yeah,
worked.
yeah,
It
yeah.
never really worked. So I remember there was a time when me and my friend we when we started going our ways. I remember I wanted to be a YouTuber, because I always wanted to be a YouTuber, and he opened a company of marketing. I remember we were working together on the company, but
Yeah, yeah,
things
yeah.
were not as good as we thought, because we always had suffering along the way.
And the the most fascinating way about that is that we wanted to be free. That's why we did all of those things. But in doing all of those things, we were never really free, because of we were caught up in so many things. There were so many deadlines we have to pass through. There were so many people we need to impress. There were so many ways on how we have to impress ourselves, and some of those things were limitation on how we should be. So that's why it was a difficult thing for us to even realize that that is not exactly what success is.
Yes, yes, because we are so much caught up in the metrics. We are so much caught up in the metrics that we almost sacrificed ourselves for that. And as my friend has just said, that we wanted to be free, but in the process of being free, we end up became imprisoned
Yeah.
to the very same system that we're trying to run away from. And
That's true.
and I remember in the movie The Matrix where when Morpheus once said that the matrix is everywhere. At the time when I watched the movie, I couldn't understand what he was saying, because like, what do you mean is everywhere, man?
Yeah.
And but as I came along, I started to realize that the matrix is really everywhere. In our bed is there, in our homes is there, when we just shift is there, it is everywhere. But we're just grateful that in nature, that's where we are so much free than any other thing. So
Yeah.
we're gonna dive in on our realization of what success is along our journey, because uh, it was excuse- it was not long that I realized what success really is, because today we were speaking together at my room there, and when I asked him, uh, why do you think success is, and then he told me that it's money, and then I said that, okay, if we can take you to the desert and give you money, are you gonna be able to live your life and be happy as you are? And then he just said that no, and then he left. And then in my own journey, I started to realize that money has nothing to do with our success. But success is actually a feeling thing. It's how we feel within. It's the joy and the peace that we feel within. Because how we speak to others, we are doing a service. And how we do a service, it actually explains our success.
Yeah, as you are saying that success is a feeling, and I would say that throughout this journey again, we wanted freedom, we wanted to be fulfilled, and in everything that we did, we wanted those feelings. And it's funny at how it is, because of we can never find success for as long as we live in the matrix, as you have just said. The matrix, it's everywhere. The matrix, it's a cage where we are being locked up in order to do something, to get something. The matrix can be explained in so many different ways. The matrix can again be explained in a business transaction, doing something to get something. If you don't get your expectation, you are never happy. And that's how I saw success before. But now then I can see that I was doing a business transaction. I did a business in order for me to find pleasure. And when the business doesn't give me pleasure, I don't become happy. And I feel like everything that I did just went into vain, because of I didn't get exactly what I wanted. And the reason for that is that we were so caught up in the matrix, never knowing exactly what we need, or some we have known exactly what we need, but we don't know what is keeping us, what is restricting us from eventually getting there.
Yes, as you were speaking there, when you spoke about transaction, then I started to realize something just now. I started to realize that even in transaction, it's like swapping a rand for a rand. We don't get
Yeah.
anything much better. So when we are too much focused on the physical aspect of success, it will always be a fair transaction. When I give you something, you will give me something that is worth what I'm giving you. So nobody is gaining. That's why a wise man once said that. I remember at our time when we were still studying the motivational books, I remember one guy once said that swapping money for money is not good as swapping an idea for an idea, because if you swap money for money, then there is no anything that you've gained. But
Yeah,
if
yeah,
we
yeah.
speak about two ideas, then those two ideas become one and become much greater. So even in a feeling perspective, from the feeling perspective, from our emotion perspective, when I meet somebody with a light, when I have a light, then that light blasts over and we begin to expand into the greater versions of ourselves. But when we want something and give something, then we don't really get anything. That's why even you spoke about the pleasure, even that pleasure that we wanted so much, we never even got it, because
Yeah.
we just got pain out of it. But when we meet somebody and offer a service of love, offer a service of joy and peace, then we gain something, because we expand. And in our expansion, that's where we are able to grab all the tools that people are so much deep into, like the tools like money, furnitures or even cars or whatsoever. Those are just tools that help us to expand more. But the best expansion that we could ever have, it's expanding in our spiritual point of view.
And as you are saying that, exchanging an idea for an idea is the best way to grow, because I would say that whenever I have an idea, that idea, it's never big enough in order for it to grow who I am. But the moment I share my idea with somebody who can help me to see the idea from what it really is, then from there, that's when the growth will come. That's where the transformation will come. Because truly speaking, no amount of money can ever bring growth into your life. Because putting success aside, we would say that in life we want to grow, in life we want to evolve, we want to become the better visions of who we are at the moment. So no amount of money will ever bring you success. There's nothing, including even all the gadgets, all the material things in this world, will ever bring evolution in your life, but only the experience of exactly what you're going through in life will bring you to success and will bring out the best vision of who you really are in life.
In speaking about that, I remember someone once said that memories last forever. And when they say that, I started to realize that every time when we forget about owning things, about possessing things, but we focus on creating memories, we focus on being present, we focus on experiences, then our lives start to be rich. Because I've realized in my journey, I've realized that most of the people who live, who depends on object, who want to have things in order to be things, I realized that whenever you don't, for example, if somebody is a doctor, a medical doctor, when you don't refer to them as a medical doctor, they get angry because you don't notice what they have. And without what they have, they know that they are nothing. They know that they are hiding behind what they have. So, in my realization of success, I started to realize that all I wanted before was to hide behind things, was to hide behind cars, was to hide behind money, was to hide behind a house, was to hide behind my trips and behind my Instagram account, Twitter, and all of those. But the reality of success is that every single time we are to get out of our limitation, to get out of what we have, of what we think success is, then I started to realize that memories experience is our most valued possession, because no matter what happens, we will never lose them. And that's what makes us successful. And if we go on and on and on and on to expand ourselves by facing our limitations, then we continue to gather more experience and more memories, and we become the best version of ourselves. For me, that's the best description of what success really is.
And well, you have mentioned that memories are part of what brings success into our lives. I would say that for myself, I wanted to be successful because of I've denied the fact that I was poor. I lived in poverty. I was afraid to even experience the fact that I can never be recognized in the community at large. I denied the fact that I couldn't have the things that I wanted to have in life. And one of the biggest things that I've wanted in life was to be recognized, was to be seen, was to be valued in the society. So everything that I had, my condition of life was suppressing me from having what I wanted in terms of being recognized in society at large. So I didn't actually agree that I was poor. I didn't accept the fact that I was unable due to some of the matters that was in my life. So I was suppressing my condition of life in order to be successful. But until I realized that I need to accept where I am, I need to accept the person I am, I need to even acknowledge the things that I have, then that's why I will become successful. And in that, that's where I realized that success, it's not about money, it's not about everything, including the material things of this world. But success, it's all about becoming the best version of yourself, but not of everybody.
Yeah. As we go to summing up this video, I will just say that wherever you are, whatever you are doing, if you just focused of if we just focus on creating the memories, or becoming the best version of ourselves in that, then we can never be successful, because money, even things, even clothes, even whatsoever we think we need, they will never ever 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 close the gap that we have within our heart.
And to sum up that, I would say that a wise man once said, realizing that I would one day die has made me to become limitless when I want to know something. So, to add on that, I would say that we will eventually pass on this world and to never experience everything in this world. So, let's go out there, let's open up ourselves into this world, not wanting to become better than someone, but to becoming the best version of who you are.
With that being said, right now I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of healing energy, healing you of all the concept and ideas that you ever had about success. I'm healing you wherever you are right now. And with that being said, peace from me. Have a great day.
Peace from me too. Thank you.